Hi there, my name is Melissa and I'm here at Center Pilates to film one of our 12 days of Christmas videos for you. So today we're going to work on a little bit of everything, but mostly core and legs and hips and all the super fun things that come along with those muscle groups. So we're just going to get a little bit warm first. So remember, as you're working out, that effort is good. Pain is not good. If something doesn't feel right for you, please stop. Okay, I'll try to throw out modifications as we go, but I can't tell what's happening with you in that moment at home. All right, so we're starting with your cat cow. So we've got your wrists underneath of your shoulders, your hips over your knees. We're rounding your back up and then articulating through to come down. So rounding up and down. Nice breathing as you flow through, finding a comfortable range of motion for you. Excellent. From this position, we're going to come into our bird dog. So we're going to energize our arms long, arm and leg, from toe to fingertip, and then switch. So you're alternating opposite arm, opposite leg as we move. We don't want our shoulders to cave in. We want to stay tall on them. Okay, so you're braced, not letting those shoulders cave in. Nice and long. We feel a light amount of core support. We're going to do one more on each side. Excellent. All right, let's come over onto our backs. Here, clip adjustments. All right, so from here, we're going to let our ribs and hips settle here. We're going to inhale and exhale. Okay. Inhaling, nice light amount of core support. Exhale back together. So here we feel a nice stretch through in our thighs. We feel those inner thighs work to come back together. Open and close. Our feet are not right together, so we're not feeling them rub. They're slightly distanced apart. Excellent. Now here we're going to work on our pelvic tilt. So our ribs and hips are square, and then we're pushing our low back into the floor. Reset. Exhale, inhale, or you can switch it and do an inhale here and then an exhale. But it's like we're trying to roll a marble into our belly button as we move. All right, let's make it a little bit bigger. So we might start pushing through our heels, feeling our hamstrings and glutes working a little bit. Last one, and this one we're going to take it all the way up, rolling one vertebrae at a time, and then we're going to start from this mid back and roll down. Okay, so when I look at it on the video, it's a clump, but we're going to try to articulate it so we feel like we're more like a slinky. Each vertebra is moving one at a time, and we come down. Now I don't know about you at home, but I know I feel a struggle with my hips wanting to do separate things, and I really have to think about that core connection with my hips to move together. So I'm evenly pressing through the left and right and moving them together. Last one. Inhale, exhale, roll back down. Good. Now we're going to bring one leg to tabletop and then our other leg. Okay, that's going to help our core engage more versus our back. So just for fun, just for a quick second, if you take both legs, if you feel more back there, that's not a good position for you to get into tabletop. You want to go one leg at a time, and then you should feel that core engage a little bit better versus your back. The other things you can do are keep your knees kind of more relaxed so you don't have so much tension going here, so if you feel your hip flexors quite a bit, and we want your core to feel this. Okay, so we're in this position here, we've got our knees over our hips, and we're gonna tap down 1 foot at a time. We want to think about moving from our hip and not our knee. So if you're finding that you're doing this, we're kind of defeating the purpose a little bit. So it's this angle is opening and bringing it back in. One thing you could do too is you could put little balls behind your knees here, and that'll help keep you honest with this range of change here. Okay. So as we're moving, we're feeling that core warm up. We have 1 more each side. Excellent. And then we'll set 1 foot down and then the other. All right, we're going to take our hands behind the base of our skull and support your head. It's not that there to pull on your head. We've got a nice light exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down. We want those core muscles to feel the work here as our ribs slide towards our hips. And we want to be careful not to push through our hips and glutes to do this. So you shouldn't feel like this is lifting in order to come into that crunch. Your eyes look between your thighs, your chin tucks to your collarbone, your shoulders slightly round forward. We reset down. Exhale, tuck, curl, look between the thighs. If you're looking up at the ceiling, you're going to feel a lot of strain through that neck. That's bad. Tuck, come to your comfortable range. It doesn't have to be huge. The breath is the biggest part of it. The breath will make a big difference in how you feel. From there, we're going to keep the feet up. We don't want to reset, bring those feet in closer. We want them to stay out a little bit. We're 6 bones apart with our left and right foot. So that means that they're not right together and they're not super long. There's about a fist distance between our feet. Okay. From here, we're going to exhale, press straight through our hips, lifting back into that bridge. But this time we're just straight. We feel a stretch there. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. We feel the glutes and the back of our legs warming up. The ribs and hips are square. We're not shifting and pulling with one hip versus the other. They lift together, they come down together. We're going to do 1 more and we're going to stay up here. From this position here, we're holding here. 1 leg comes to tabletop. We bring it back down and then the other leg. So this is a great core challenge as well as hip and glutes. Not letting that one side drop or move around. We're breathing. We feel the challenge in our low back, in our core, in our glutes, in our hamstrings. 2 more, 1 on each side. Excellent, let those hips come back down. All right, we're going to take those hands behind the base of your skull again. We're going to bring both legs to tabletop and we're going to exhale, curl up here. So we're exhaling to curl up. Inhale down. Now, if you feel like your hip flexors or your quads are kicking in too much and you feel this, let those feet be loose. Okay. We're exhaling, coming up, inhaling down. We're going to go for 2 more. And on this last one, we're going to hold here and we're going to tap down those toes again. So we feel a lot of core. Those toes are pointed. We've got 1 more on each side. Excellent. We're going to come down and then we're going to let both feet come down. Wonderful work. Let's go into a little bit of an oblique crunch. So here, we're going to draw our left shoulder towards our right knee. come back down. Exhale, curl up and down. So we're not reefing our neck or our shoulder. It's just a nice, easy movement. And I say easy very loosely. You should feel effort here. It doesn't feel like a walk in the park, but it does feel nice. Or I guess a snowshoe, because it's not really summer anymore. One more each side. Great. We're gonna bring our legs back to tabletop and we're gonna do knee stretch. It's not really a stretch, it's all alive. One leg up and then the other leg. We exhale, we curl up. We're gonna grab onto our right leg. We're gonna extend our left leg and reach our right to the ceiling. So there is a really nice stretch here. Let's not kid ourselves, that's incredible. We bring it back down and we're gonna switch. We're pointing. This leg is energized here. This leg gets that great stretch. We bend, we return. We keep that chin tucked. We pull ourselves up. And we're moving nice here. We start to feel fire. It feels great. One more each side. Both legs in. Big curl down. We let those legs come down. Oh, we should feel warm here. It's so good. All right. We're going to do a little bit of isometric work on each side. And not isometric like we're just holding, but we're going to isolate each glute. So let's start with our right side. Our left leg is going to come to tabletop. We're leaving this right leg down. We're going to press through and come down. So it's a lot harder to press up on that one leg. You instantly want to bring that foot a little bit closer, but we're not going to. And we're pressing and coming down. We've got two more. Last one. Good. Now I'm just going to flip over. You're just going to roll onto your side. I just don't want my back to be towards you. All right, so you can have your hand here or your arm, or you can put a ball there or a pillow, whatever feels comfortable. Right here, we want your hips and your shoulders stacked on top of each other. So we're not open here. We're not rolling forward. We will probably lean a little bit, but not at this moment. Our hands can be gently placed here. We don't want to white knuckle it. Or you can have your hand here. Just make sure you're not coming into your trap here. So we're relaxed here. We're going to lift our feet. And we're going to exhale to open here. Okay. So your heels and your glutes are aligned. Toes open, heels stay together. We come back down. Now you can leave your feet down, or you can keep them up. Wherever feels more comfortable for you. Remember, effort is good, pain is not. Last one. Good. We're going to let the legs come down. We're going to extend that right leg. We're going to reach it up towards us as straight as we can. Flex it. Drop back. Now what we want to find here is that core control here, or hip control. We don't want to roll and rock to move. We're stable. We're supported. We feel a nice stretch. We flex. We draw back. Okay, so we feel that stretch. Hamstring, glute works to pull back. This is engaged. Yes. Our glutes power us through life. So not only do they look good when they're strong, but that means we'll move better. Hopefully. 3 more. 2 more. Here's that last one. Right. Now we've got that heel flexed. We're going to pull our knee up in front of our hip and then press it back through. So here we want to avoid pulling here and having a loose foot so that heel aligns with our hip. We want that knee at a 90 degree here. as we press through. Feel that stretch here. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Last one. Excellent. Now let's roll that hip slightly forward. So it's got a little bit of an angle down. We're gonna move this back leg slightly behind and we lift and we lower. So we almost feel a bit of a stretch here, but we feel this right there. Get right in. It's like there's something poking you and preventing you from coming up too high. Now, fun fact, don't let your toe rings. You don't want them here because that defeats the purpose of our rolling our hip. So we're almost leading with our ankle and our heel. Two more. Last one. Good. Now, let's leave that top leg behind us here. And we're gonna reach that bottom leg up. Let's work those adductors a little bit. So we're lifting here. Now here, we will slightly open that chest up. So we don't roll, and we can get a great range of motion through that inner thigh. Two more. Good. Now let's restack those hips and those legs, and we're gonna lift both legs together and back down. Squeeze those thighs together. You feel a bit of a shift. Your feet can't stay together. You're gonna feel that change as you lift and lower. Two more. On this last one, we're gonna leave your legs there. Your bottom one will come down and come back up to your top. Three more. Two left. Last one. Good. Now let's go down together. So we lift up together, down, down, up together, down, down. My thighs are burning, so I can't think properly. So hopefully you're just having a good time. Two more. Last one. Great. Okay, so that leg should feel like it had a really great workout. We're gonna switch and do the other side. I'll start here so you can see this side. Hopefully I'm not cheating too much. All right, so we've got those feet out. We are not here. Take those legs up long. I'm gonna shift a little bit. Okay. So right legs to tabletop. It deserves the break. It worked hard. Good job. Left side. Evenly coming up through those hips. Track them up. Two more. Last one. Great. Leg comes down, and we're gonna roll onto our side. All right, so we've got that nice neutral line. Our knees are bent, our heels are in line with our hips. Now, just so you're aware, this side probably is still on fire. This side was isometrically working to hold us, so it's gonna burn sooner. Right. All right, so we're nice and long. We're not going into our shoulders. We're exhaling to lift and lower with an inhale. Three more. Last one. Great. Those legs come down. This top leg is going to reach up for that stretch. We flex, we draw back. Great. Inhale to come forward, exhale back. We've got just 2 more. Last one. Excellent. All right, now we're gonna pull that knee up. We've got that nice 90, and we press through, reach and stretch. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Feel that glute squeeze as you extend long. Good. Now we're going to take that leg behind. And that right leg is going to run up and down that left calf. Our hips are slightly open. We feel this inner thigh working. Last one. Great. Now we're going to restack. We're going to move both legs together. So we also get a lot of obliques through here. Two more. Good. Now we're going to leave that top leg, the bottom leg lowers and lifts. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Three more. Last one. Good. Now they're both together. They're going to lift together. Bottom lowers, top lowers. Lift together, bottom, top. Two more. Great. Good work. That should feel all nice and feisty now. Let's roll back onto our backs. Let's let our feet come nice and wide. And we're going to drop both knees to one side and then the other. Getting a really nice stretch through the hips. Good. One more time each side. Good. All right. Let's come on up. And we'll finish off with some squatting. So I think that you can kind of see me up here. All right. So we're going to step nice and wide. We're also going to do a little bit of balance here as well. So we're nice and wide. Our toes are turned out slightly. We want to feel our shift to our hips down and back up. So lead with your hips to come back and up. Really focus on that squeeze of your sit bones back together. They're wide, they're together. Two more. Last one. Good. Now we're going to come down to about our midway position and we're just going to do some pulsing here. So we're just pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back up. All right. So starting with our right leg again, we're going to come into a little bit of a scooch back with our left. So our right leg is stable. Our left leg slides back and forth. So we're isometrically working this side here. This isn't moving. Our shoulders are back and down. We have a nice light amount of core support. We really feel the balance work here. Two more. Excellent. All right, let's switch sides to our left. Okay, So we've got our shoulders back and down, we're not up here. Nice core support, flat back, push up. So you don't want to be here, you want to feel that nice tuck. As we slide that right leg back now, and we'll feel this left. Two more. Excellent. And come on up. Let's come back. Nice and wide. Toes are slightly turned out. Inhale to come down. Those hips are down. Hips are up. Send those hips back. We're going to go two more, and then we're going to start adding a little bit of calf raises. Okay, so at the bottom here, we're going to lift our foot here, bring it back down here and up. We're down, we're going to go two here. And then we've got two here. Great. Again, for three on each side, we're going to make our way to six. Now, things we want to be careful about here as we move, that we're not pushing our knees forward. Hips go back. Ankle comes straight up. We're not rotating it out. We're up and down. Nice and even through that foot. Four on this side. And we're up. We've got five each side. And five on the other side. Come back down. This is our last one to six. It's fine. We feel great. Last time on this side. Excellent. And we're up. Ooh. All right. Let's do a little stretch here. So we're just going to take that chin. You can't see, but it's going to tuck down. We're going to roll down. Reach for those toes. Inhale here. And then exhale, re-step. Pull back all the way up. Oh. Tuck the chin. Roll back down. Good. Inhale here. Tuck that. Or rolling back up. Let's go one more time. Great. All right, now I really like to add some quad stretches in here. If you're on the floor, you just take your leg back here. That doesn't feel great for you. You want to take your front leg forward here, wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, let's switch sides. Excellent. All right, so push like that. We're going to come to a seated position. You can come behind you, or you can lay down into this position here. We'll feel that stretch here. Okay, or you could be here. Back is straight though. That knee is pushing away. We don't want it coming into us. Wherever you can keep that knee open, will feel great. And let's switch sides. And it might mean maybe your foot isn't as close. Here is a lot harder to keep that knee open versus here, and that back is nice and straight. Great work. Alright. Alright, tables like nice and long, back straight, reach here, and tight. My hamstrings are so tight. A nice straight back will get your hamstrings more than, I could reach down from here, but I'm not really stretching my hamstrings. So back as straight as you can, and reach and feel that stretch. Good. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today for that fun legs, legs and hips and glutes, and your core. It was great. I appreciate all of you guys' support. Hope to see you guys in person soon. Merry Christmas.